Welcome, everybody, to the Shadows Within hosting Backstage Brawl, where I will hold a press conference between two men that will be facing at the show Wrestle Madness for the U.S. Championship between the U.S. Champion Leo Blade and the challenger A.J. Woods. And this is going to be a banger. And if you haven't seen anything for the show, please go check it out. The card is up, and it is going to be a banger of a show, guaranteed, and I don't want any of y'all to miss it. Hello, sir. Welcome. I'm inviting everybody, and go check out AOWE, IWA, BGW, XPWF. Hello. Pretty too shiesty. Welcome, Mr. Woods. Hello. Hello, Mr.
Hey.
Woods. Welcome.
Hey. Sorry, I would have the camera on, but I'm currently still doing some stuff.
No judgment here, sir. No judgment here. Welcome. We are happy to have you here.
Every day.
And we are waiting Mr. Leo Blade when he does arrive. And how are you doing, though, sir? How are you?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All
We can
right.
hear you. Can you hear that?
Yes, I can.
All right. So I have a press conference ready with questions for both of y'all and some for both of you to answer at once. But, like, not at once, but, like, take turns talking. But this is just a press conference where I will have questions for both of you, and there will be questions that both of you can answer. But there will be individual ones for you as well. So,
Hold on,
I think
one
we
sec.
get this. Huh?
Just give me 1 second.
For sure. Mr. Blade, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Doing
Good.
good.
It's
Just
an honor
trying
to
to
have you on here
fix.
again.
Ah, that's not a problem. I'm getting pulled. I'm getting pulled every which way these days, so no problem at all.
Mr. Woods has been in one of these before on here, and this is your first one on here, but I'm imagining you've done many of press conferences before.
Um, that is a definite yes. That is a definite yes. This is not the first rodeo. It won't be the last.
Indeed, sir, and you still have a whole career ahead of you, and you have been a dominant competitor within the IWA.
Yes. IWA is definitely growing more on me now. Just with a lot of things popping in and stuff like that. But yeah, IWA is starting to become the Leo Blade show sooner rather than later. So
Hey, you've you definitely have guaranteed it that you've had that's basically your home turf. Like, look what you've done within this short period here. I mean, within this time period that you've held the U.S. title, and it's like you're going to be facing Mr. Woods here soon. And for these questions that I have here, I'm really interested to see what both of you have in store.
Alright, I'm
oh,
back.
Welcome back, Mr. Woods. We are happy to have you back. And
Or, hold on, sorry, one of my friends joined the chat and he's just
he
messing with me.
sold out. Oh, dang, he already sold out on the camera. I thought that was Leo Blade stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
No, this is a friend thing. Even one of my friends.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I made it public to basically will be public to people on both of y'all's sides. So if your people pop in, welcome to say hi, hello, whatever. Everybody's welcomed here.
I
No
let
problem.
this be open for everybody.
Okay, anyways. All right.
Now,
Corey, stop.
Oh, now I sold out? Great. Come on, Alexa. Now you got Alexa started.
Okay. I'm gonna have a word with Corey after this. So, okay, let's go. I'm ready.
We're going to start with the first question being for our U.S. champion, Mr. Blade. What is your strategy to defend your title against Mr. Woods?
Man, strategy is an interesting word only because the stipulation of this match is kind of my domain. It's more so continue to do what Leo does best. And that is just be the workhorse. I mean, that's just simple put. There's no strategy. Like whoever's the best in the square circle, whoever knows how to actually wrestle. And I feel like that's where the U.S. title is head and shoulders above everything in IWA because there's a stipulation. And that stipulation is you better know how to wrestle. And especially with a guy like me, please, God, you better know how to wrestle or you're going to get embarrassed. Go ask chicken wing guy himself, JCJ, or go ask, unfortunately, the newly retiree, God rest his soul, hostility. But I mean, strategy is a interesting word. I would say there's no strategy. Just do what Leo does.
Well said, sir. Well said. Thank you for that. Mr. Woods, what's your game plan to dethrone Leo Blade and become the new U.S. champion?
Man, honestly, it's no game plan. All I do is go out to the ring, put on a show either way. Whether I win or lose, I put up all my best. And I always want my opponent's best in every type of way. I know that I've been going through many places. I've been going through many times in the ring. I do that every single day. And then now going in for a U.S. title shot in IWA is just kind of crazy. I've seen what Leo Blade can do. Like, I've seen what Leo Blade can do, and I know that to beat someone like him, I'm gonna have to bring out the best in me, and I feel like I need to do that.
Understood. Well said, sir. Well said. Now, this is for both of you, but we'll have you answer again here, Mr. Woods, if you don't mind. But this question is for both of you. What do you think is at stake in this match, and how do you plan to raise the bar?
Honestly, everything is at stake. We're putting ourselves on the line to be considered one of the best, and the U.S. title is something that's going to define one of the best. Currently, Leo has it, and I'm seeking on it right now. I have been seeking for it ever since I was picked number one contender. When I won to become number one contender, I've been wanting to prove myself every type of way in IWA because I've known that some people have been underestimating me. They feel like I haven't reached that level. They feel that I just don't have what it takes. But I have shown people throughout constant times that I can get to that point. I can be that guy. And it's all about being that guy in this match.
Strong words there, Mr. Woods. Strong words. And same question to you, Mr. U.S. Champion. What do you think is at stake in this match, and how do you plan to raise the bar?
Oh, oh man. Let me just say before I get going, AJ, I could tell you are a nice guy. I can tell you definitely know what it takes as far as with other promotions, and I know that you know how important this is in your legacy, and I understand that. Now, let me bring the elephant in the room. This match specifically, and I hate to say this because I'm just going to say it. Honestly, this match alone is going to say who is the best in the company. And I'm going to say this emphatically for me. There is nobody in that damn company that can touch me right now, today. If I wanted that World Heavyweight title, fuck Norris, I'm talking to you, I will take that title today. No questions asked. But the reason why I've not even thought about it is because I want the U.S. title to be the title. And I think this situation right here between me and AJ could go a long way in determining that outcome for me personally. Because right now, just me as an individual, there's a target on my back, as always has been, always will be, ever since I joined any company. But just with this alone, I feel like it has a sort of aura to it. Like, hey, in order to win this title, you got to go through an Iron Man match. There's no other title that does that. And I feel like that's like the workhorse, like the IC title for the WWE and whatever. But I feel like this here is going to really raise the stakes. And right now, I'm just going to be honest, between me and AJ, we're two of the best wrestlers in the company. That's no question. It's not even close. I've seen enough wrestlers in IWA. I know people going to be upset when I say that. I don't care. Me and AJ, head and shoulders, two of the best in the company. I'll put CJ there, but CJ knows how I feel about him. But me and AJ, neck and neck. I'm a little bit better, but we'll see. We'll see when it comes. We'll see when we get to the event.
Yes, we shall. And to repeat again, Wrestle Madness. Stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. One hell of a show to come up, guaranteed. And where these two men will be facing for the U.S. Championship. And Leo Blade, I'm going to go back to you with another question. How do you assess Alex Wood's strengths and weaknesses?
I feel like his strength is he has a similar motor like me. I feel like everything that he does, there's a purpose. I feel like you can't just put him down with just one of if you do have a 5-move of doom, like you can't just put him out like that. Like you got to actually work. You got to actually do what you're supposed to do. You got to actually work. But then I feel like at the same time, the underestimating factor that he brings up, I feel like that could be a weakness because it shouldn't matter if you're underestimated or not. The mentality, the standard is the standard. You'll never be underestimated if you think you're the best. If your ego allows it to be, and that's where I have became comfortable with myself. Ain't nobody burying me, not even my grandma. I would smack my grandma if it means I can get an opportunity at the title.
Wow.
That's where I know you're saying wow, but that's where my ego is. And that's why that song speaks for itself as far as my theme music.
Oh my God.
But that's how I feel about AJ. Like I said, once again, great competitor, one of the best in the company. That I will admit.
Well, thank you, Mr. Blade, for that. Now, Mr. Woods, how do you think your skills and experience match up against Leo's?
Honestly, I think we're about to find out, in my honest opinion. I can't say personally how I think. Every single time I step into the ring, I make sure I change every single day, no matter what the match is. That is whether it be a normal, whether it be Extreme Rules, whether it be Iron. I've been evolutionizing myself every day. I don't even know what is to come next. But I know every single day, as I come in, do my best, bring out any limitations in myself in order to properly call myself possibly one of the best. And I know I'm far from it, but with a year and a half of experience, I've been shown many people that have underestimated me, doubted me, made them believe in me after what I've shown them. I have taken many people who have thought that I had no chance of winning many times and shown that I have been one of the people who've led many places. And honestly, all respect to you, Leo. You've made that title mean something, but this is something that I want more. And I want you to bring out everything of your best and even more, and I will do the same. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I walk out as the new United States champion.
Ooh, the strong fire words from Mr. Woods right there. Thank you for that, Mr. Woods. And I do move on to the next question, which is for both of you. As I do ask to you again, Mr. Woods, how do you think your perspective styles will clash in the ring?
Perspective takes about, I think about many things about perspectives. I think of it physically, mentally, even socially, because because I know every single time the crowd's got to be either one side or the other. Honestly, I don't know how they're gonna react this time. I gotta be knowing mentally. The perspective is knowing that I had to step into the ring with someone that I haven't stepped one on one yet, and I gotta learn everything about him within the time limit that we got. And physically, it depends on how much pain, how much suffering, how much of anything I had to go through facing Leo. It's all about what he brings out and what I bring out is what matters.
Same question to you, Mr. Blade. How do you think your perspective styles will clash in the ring?
Hmm. I hope I hope and pray you got a white towel around you, AJ. That white towel might be waving in about 8 minutes. If it goes exactly how I see it, because Shaolin King, he's kind of your homeboy, isn't he? And y'all kind of, I know y'all talk, and I know how wrestlers talk. I know how wrestlers are and friends and stuff like that. And Shaolin tried his very best against me. And I know he's going to lie and say he did it, but we all know he did. And I literally made him squeal like a pig quickly. I'm not going to say that this is going to be the same effect, but what I will say is if I'm treating you like you're one of the best in the company, then God forbid what's about to happen in a couple of weeks. Because I have beaten everybody by more than 3 pins. And I'm treating everybody like dog shit every time I face them. JCJ was dog shit. Hostility, God, I'm telling you, God bless your soul. I'm not saying this bad about you, but me and you both know you couldn't see me. I'm
Ooh.
just throwing it out there. If I am considering you the best, one of the best in IWA, God bless anybody that is around that ring when that bell rings for 30 minutes. And keep in mind, I think Mighty says it best. People don't understand what they're dealing with me until they in the ring with me. You really haven't been in the ring with me yet because we had tag team, but you about to realize what you in the ring with in 2 weeks. And that's all I'm going to say.
Strong words there from Mr. Blade. Thank you, sir. Thank you to both of you. And Mr. Blade, going on with the questions, I do have this question for you. What do you think is the biggest challenge AJ Woods, my bad, poses to your title reign?
Uh, um, can you repeat that one more time? Make sure my publicist is not with me, and God forbid he never comes, but he usually takes these questions, so I want to make sure I'm getting this correctly. Can you repeat that question one more time?
What do you think is the biggest challenge AJ Woods poses to your title reign?
That I do not. Remember that I always say a standard. The standard is the standard, right? AJ has said he has to change every time he faces somebody, right? I want to make sure that whenever I'm in that ring in a couple of weeks, that my standard does not drop. If my standard stays the same, you'll hear these words. And still, your United States champion, Leo Blade. Next.
Thank you, sir.
That's what I'm going with. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Woods, what do you believe is the key to defeating Leo Blade and winning the title?
Passion and drive. See, I've been driven on many things. I've been driven to keep on fighting. I've been driven to stay fighting, never give up on anything. See, my body never tells me when to quit until it's ready to quit. And that takes a lot to make me quit. And in this Iron Man match, and Mr. Larry, I think you kept with my career on this. You know I've been in a great amount of Iron Man matches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know I've been in only submission match Iron Man matches. You know I went an hour in an Iron Man match. You know that I am willing to do anything to keep my body going, to keep any type of adrenaline going, to keep everything driven inside me going. And he talks about, what was the word he was saying? That shouldn't change his standards, right? See, I keep the same. I always keep the same standard, and that is to always put on a show. I don't change anything about my standards. The only thing that changes is adaptation. Every single time I wrestle, I adapt. And I know he probably just left, but Leo, I can promise you this. When we face off in that Iron Man, don't be expecting a big blowout, okay? Don't even expect for me to even give up. Expect for you to deal with something that you've never felt, and that is a dangerous threat. Because I will do everything in an Iron Man match to walk out United States champion. Believe me, I will do it.
Hold on, there was some technical difficulty. He accidentally, it's not letting me re-invite him. That is the issue. Crap. Do you mind sending a request, Mr. Leo? He did text me saying just add him back, but it's not letting me add him back. If I have to, I can get us into a part 2 of the live.
Actually, hold on. To break away from this, can we call it here? Because I got some stuff to do.
No problem at all. We can call it.
All right.
Have yourself a good time, Mr. Woods.
You too.
So that was the Backstage Brawl for now. I think we shall revisit this in the future. But do stay tuned for more of the Shadows Within and Backstage Brawl.